You might be asking yourself, how is it that something as harmless, as seemingly harmless as compliments, can actually be something detrimental to someone? Specifically when they are performing at a skill. Let's say they're playing soccer, they're playing basketball, they're playing a game of some sorts, and you're telling them, you're looking at them, and you're like, bro, you're doing so well at this. You are so good at what you're doing. Oh my gosh, you are so gifted. You are a gifted person. You are so talented. Little do you know that by telling them that, you are actually undermining their performance. You are psychologically manipulating them, without you knowing obviously, to perform worse. Let me show you an interesting study. There was a group of children that they split into two, who each took a math test. The first math test, everyone performed as expected. One group of children performed well. One group of children also performed as expected. Well, maybe the ones who usually failed again. The ones who usually saw success again. But the interesting part comes the second time around. When those children were given a second test, when they were given a second math test to take, what changed this time around was the compliments that they were given. One group of children were told, oh my gosh, you are so talented. You did so well. Oh my gosh, your ability for math specifically, is so good. You are inherently good at math, is what they told those children. And on the other hand, they told these children, I admire your work ethic. I admire how hard you work, how much you apply yourself, how much you actually try and actually put effort into these equations. So, one of them were admired based on their supposed ability or inherent ability, while the other group was admired based on how hard they worked. The results? Well, they were very interesting. The children that were admired because they were inherently good at math ended up thinking and actually ended up performing worse than the first time. While the second group, on the other hand, the ones that were admired on their hard work, ended up performing way better. Isn't that odd? Isn't that odd how simple things such as compliments and how we frame them towards someone can either affect their performance in a negative or positive way? You might be asking yourself now, how is it that these compliments, these two compliment groups, have such different effects from one another? Well, let me tell you the psychology behind it. When you compliment someone based on, oh, you are so talented at what you do, bro. You are so talented. Oh my gosh. You're amazing at what you do inherently. It's like you make it effortless. When you tell them this, you are telling them in their brain subconsciously, you don't have to try hard anymore. You're already good at what you do. Why would you put effort into this? And as a result, they end up performing worse the next time around because you told them, oh bro, you are super good at what you do, so no need to try hard. Obviously, you might not be saying this directly, but their subconscious brain, this is how it interprets it. Oh, I don't have to try hard anymore. I don't have to put myself in and actually apply myself in order to be able to perform well at whichever task that I was admired in. On the other hand, if you compliment someone based on their hard work, man, you worked so hard to get here, man. You worked so hard to get here, and you performed so well because you are applying yourself really hard. When you tell them that, in their subconscious brain, they're going to think, oh my gosh, I should keep trying harder. So next time I can actually do better than I did this time around. So I'm going to actually try harder next time when I perform at this test, at this skill, at this sport. Crazy how that works, right? And trust me, it's some dark psychology too. If you ever want to affect someone's performance in a negative way, let's say in a friendly way, all right? Don't be a dick about it and ruin their lives. But if you want to perform like someone's beating you at basketball, someone's beating you at soccer, someone's beating you at maybe some game that you're playing, well, the best thing that you can do in order to affect their performance negatively is tell them, oh my gosh, you are so good at this. You are inherently good at what you're doing. Oh my gosh, you make it seem effortless. You make it seem so, like, obviously, dark psychology, don't use it to be a dick, all right? But you could do that. And if you want to increase someone's performance, you could tell them directly. Let's say that they're trying to do a business project. Let's say that they're doing a project for school. I love how hard you work, man. Man, you are so applied. You are so dedicated at what you do. Oh my gosh, you're doing so well because of your hard work. This can be used for other people, but it can also be used on yourself. This doesn't only apply to the people that you talk to, it applies to yourself as well. You can tell yourself in your brain, instead of admiring your own abilities and just stroking your own dick because you're so good at what you do, oh my gosh, you're so gifted, you're so talented, man. Instead of telling yourself that, tell yourself, oh my gosh, I am one cunning motherfucker. Dude, I work so hard. My work ethic is so good. It is out of this world. Like, I am such a hard worker. And by doing that, you're gonna you're gonna give good reinforcement to your hard work. Not to your abilities, not to your inherent abilities. You're gonna keep working harder. Sure, there is such a thing as genetically gifted people. Some people will naturally just be better at one thing than another person is. But this does not mean that you should acknowledge that. This only means that you should be able to give yourself that mindset that allows you to improve. It's basically just an improvement mindset. You tell yourself, oh my gosh, if I keep on working hard at this, I'm gonna get even better. By working hard, not by some inherent ability. I want to make that very clear. By the way, brother, if you want to join a Discord server with like-minded young men and women just like you who are also on self-improvement, same path as you, same journey, always wanting to get better, you can join that link in the description, alright, brother? And remember, a man who masters himself is truly free.